Supersonic. Oasis on XFM 104.9. Right. Getting through it. It's the Rockbusters. Right. It's the Rockbusters results, really, because this is a very important result. It's whether they stay in the Premiership or are relegated. This is the playoffs for Karl. Okay? You need 3 points. You need 3 points to stay up, Karl. Go on.
Right, there are a lot of right answers in that.
Right, okay, that's in your favour, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first clue was, the doctor said part of the foot and the leg was no good, so he took them off, he threw them away.
Yeah.
The initials TB.
Yeah.
Right?
Go on.
Toe, knee, Bennett. Alright, that's Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a warning, that's a yellow card. That is a yellow card, but you can still get the points.
Right.
Because his name's not Bennett. Tony, brilliant. Tony, perfect. A pun. Toe, knee, his name's Tony. Perfect. Bennett, no, his name's Bennett. See?
Well, he's in London this week as well, so I don't know if it's sold out. I wouldn't mind.
Are you on drugs, or did I actually crack your head? Did I actually give you some brain damage? Because you're worse than usual now. It's like, go on.
Right, the second one. That Scottish fella.
We've got to speed this show up.
Hang on a minute, hang on. I've just got to make sure it's right. We don't want to look stupid. Right? That Scottish monster has got a bit of a tan.
I don't think we can look stupid with material like this.
TD. That Scottish monster's got a bit of a tan. The answer there, the darkness.
I'll give you that.
Right.
Well done.
And the last one.
Goal.
The 60s singer, he had a heart attack the other way whilst having it away. You won't be seeing him again. The initials FNM. That's Faith No More. Adam Faith. Right?
No! Doesn't count!
Why not? Adam Faith No More. Right.
Adam Faith No More? So, sorry, what is the clue? Is the clue Adam Faith, or is it Faith No More?
Just Faith, I suppose. Just Faith No More. The 60s singer. So we got that. That's that. Safe for next week. Who's the winner?
What do you make of it? You've got the deciding vote, Rick.
Well,
come on.
I mean, you know my feelings.
I mean, it works Faith No More, but he's mixed up what cryptic is and that, because the fella, I mean, Adam Faith did actually die having it away, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's all about him.
It's all right. All the facts are right.
Anyway.
Okay, I think he's got a reprieve. I think I'll give it to him. I think I've got to give it to him, Steve. I think I have. He actually pulled that out of the bag, that one. There's no Jamaican fellas seeing icebergs or, you know, Whitney Houston. The closest he came to is Bennett, and I'll let him off that. I've got to be a fair ref here.
Well, fair enough, and well done to, you know, I'm always a fan of names that for some reason just strike me or tickle me.
Yeah.
And this week the lucky winner is, Dave Suckling. There's nothing amusing about that.
Oh dear.
So well done to Dave Suckling.
Okay. Well, Suckling wins it. Suckling takes the prize.
He takes the prizes, and well done to him. I guess there's more of that next week, and we're fast approaching the end of the show, Rick. I know you are excited about that, as am I.
Well, no, but the best to come, because we've still got Bruce Springsteen coming up now, followed by Monkey News.
Right, Monkey News.
It's amazing. What an amazing show this is. Shake. Oh, chimpanzee, that Monkey News!
Excellent. So, Monkey News time on XFM. Karl Pilkington, the man in the hot seat. Karl, what have you got for us?
Okay, Monkey News this week. We've covered a lot of stuff.
We have indeed.
Now, do you know, like, there's places where you can go for, like, weekend rests and stuff,
Sure.
and you relax, you sit in a little spa, you might have a swim and stuff. Well, they've got a place done for monkeys.
Of course they have.
Right? They can go there, they relax, forget about all the stuff they've got going on in their head. They can have a manicure.
Right.
Got nice meals.
It's not called a manicure, though, it's called a chimpacure.
Beauty treatments.
Yeah.
Right? They look good and stuff.
Yeah, well, look good, feel good, yeah.
Now, you might think, well, that's pretty normal.
Well.
The bit I haven't told you about is it's actually run by a couple of chimps.
Let's just...
It's like covered in chimp.
Let's
Of
just...
course it's not.
No, it is, because think about it, right?
No, not think about it. What do you mean, yes it is? Of course it's not run by a couple of chimps. What do they do, get a loan?
Right, if a chimp wants
Yeah.
to have a rest,
Yeah.
where would you go to? A place that's run by humans that don't know what chimps' needs are?
No! My point is this, how did they get it together? How did two chimps, Mr. and Mrs. Chimp, went for a loan and said, I'll tell you what we need, a spa.
I think it started off quite simple, right? Just basic stuff.
But they've expanded over time because it's become so popular.
It's gone mental down there.
Sure.
Carl! I
They've all
don't
heard
know.
about it. Now, the thing is, the problem is this, right? That isn't even the top and bottom of it, right?
Christ.
The problem is, it's been going on and on and on, right? It's been earning a lot of money and stuff. The monkeys are happy. The monkeys that go there are loving it. They're telling friends and stuff. They're all coming to it. Now, the problem is, it's this little monkey, little man monkey and a little woman monkey, right?
Yeah.
They were sort of girlfriend and boyfriend.
Sort of. It's an open relationship, they can play around if they
Well,
want.
the problem is they're not married, right? Now,
Trouble brewing.
the lad monkey, fella monkey, he's getting quite old.
Mm.
And the problem is, because it's his name that's down on all the stuff.
Carl,
All the forms.
actually,
Let him
I don't-
finish.
I'm getting scared now.
Let him finish.
It's his name on the business, and the problem is, his missus is kind of like, what's going to happen?
Sure.
What
If
are you
he
getting this,
passes
where are you
away.
getting this from? What are you...
Internet.
Carl, I don't know where to start.
Now,
This is the...
Can we just hear the end?
This is ridiculous.
so the problem is, the
Female
girl-
monkey is worried that the male monkey
she's worried.
is
What's
going
going
to die.
to happen with the business? What's going to happen?
Of course.
Right now,
What do you mean, the business?
the health
That isn't a
spa-
business, it's a joke.
Health
Rick,
spa.
you're not listening. His name's on the form. The male monkey's name, it's in his name.
Now the problem is,
Oh.
the woman monkey has got some kids, but because they're not blood relatives, it's not going to be handed down to them. And the court,
They're kids from a previous monkey marriage.
yeah,
Right.
so they're not going to get it. Let me just check this out.
Yeah, otherwise you don't want to check the facts, otherwise
Yeah.
you could look like a twat spouting shit on the radio. Please check the facts for scientific
And
security.
they're just a bit worried because they're saying that the people in Ohio, which is where they've got the little health thing going on.
So that makes it more believable that it's Ohio. I thought you meant it was Berkshire, in which case it would be rubbish.
It looks like the local people are trying to get in there. They've seen the success of it,
Sure.
and they're
They want a
trying
piece
to
of
go in
the
and
action.
take it over and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Give me the piece of paper.
Throw it away. Play a record. That's the worst one I've ever heard. And there's something wrong with you. You're educationally subnormal.
Final tune from us. Tim Buckley. Lovely song called Wings. Back next week?
Yeah.
Yep. See you, Carl.
Oh, chimpanzee, that has only gone and written it down.
The jingle there to announce yet another reading from Carl Pilkington's diary. When are you going to write until, Carl? What have you got? You're going to do
I've got to do
as far as December and then that's it?
I don't know, when does the diary end?
31st December, usually.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
it
the
till
whole way
then.
there.
Typical, always the same.
Yeah, that's when I'll do it till, and then
Why do that? Why be conformist? Why end on December? Why not end on January the 31st? Weird that you should go. Don't be constrained to what the diary
Please.
says.
Me mam called me to ask me to like... Fuck me, you're right. Look, that should be. Me mam called me to ask me to look in some of the magazine shops in London for a magazine that she can't find. It's called UFO Data. I said, I ain't heard of it. She said she's seen an advert for it in one of her ghost magazines.
I love the fact that she can't even find the magazine about unidentified flying objects.
Yeah. So we get a clue
She
there.
thinks, I think I saw something, but I don't know whether it was a magazine or not.
So we get a clue there as to why you give any credence to this crap.
yeah, well, it's I mean,
Mama Pilkington's into the same shit.
there's a lot of space out there, isn't there?
She said that this magazine has got news story about how Aldrin (brackets astronaut) has got some evidence that aliens exist.
Yeah.
I told her that I found out today that the days are about 36 minutes longer on Mars. We chatted about how this is how They are more advanced than us. Do you mean the Martians?
Yeah, if they've got a longer day, that's more time that they're awake working on stuff.
Right, yeah, we know that makes no difference at all.
No, it does.
Think about it. Think
Yeah.
about it.
Look, think about it. 6 o'clock here.
Yeah.
People are going, see you tomorrow. I'm going home. They'll be going, oh, another half hour. They've got a longer day. Productive.
And that's why they're able to fly.
That's why they're whizzing around. It adds up, doesn't it, over the years?
Christ almighty, what drivel!
Suzanne got in from work at 11:30. I told her about the UFOs in Mars. She said she's too tired to chat. I said, does it mean aliens will be more tired than us, or do they get more sleep? I got no answer. I love it when
It
Suzanne
scares
goes in.
her.
She never indulges
No,
you.
it
does she?
scares her. Anything with ghosts and UFOs, she sort of...
It doesn't
ignores
scare her,
does
it bores
scare
her.
No, it freaks her out. Scares her.
Okay. I'm knackered today, and the face feels dry and spotty. Oh God, what's wrong with you?
It starts off moaning! The first thing he does is start moaning! He wakes up and goes, oh, fuck me, I didn't die. Oh, God!
I'm knackered today and my face feels dry and spotty. I think it's the change in water since being away. Or it could be all the... it could be all the Madeira cake I had yesterday.
I'm gonna burst.
That was
I'm
the
gonna
Madeira
burst.
cake. The Madeira cake dries you out, does it?
Well, it's just quite fattening, innit? But I like it. It's one of my little pleasures.
Oh, God
Suzanne
almighty!
I went for a wander about to try and find the UFO data magazine for my mum. I didn't know which category to look under. There were too many magazines. I noticed how on the rude magazines, the women are being pretty rude on the cover, but on the gay magazines, it's just a fella smiling, showing a bit of arse. I don't know why gay blokes would buy it. Blokes have got their own knob to look at if they like knobs. Why were you looking at the gay magazine?
No, I wasn't. It's just...
Oh, you were?
No, I
You
noticed
studied them.
Yeah, because I
you've
was
written
looking
about
for UFO data. I don't know where they put it.
I don't think you find evidence of other worlds down men's pants. Yeah, I don't think you want to boldly go where no man has ever gone before, Carl.
I had no luck trying to find the UFO data magazine. I will try some other shops. He writes UFO data magazine every time. He can just put UFO mag, but
No,
no.
but it
You wanna be
reminds
right.
me.
You wanna
It's
be
sort of-
specific,
If
yeah.
I write stuff down, it means that I remember it more.
Sure.
So, still looking for it.
Got some posts from Oxfam. They're flogging animals for Africa again. They've got new animals in their catalogue now. They've got donkeys and alpacas. Donkeys 50 quid, alpacas 20 pounds. I don't know if this is a special rate or if I could get one from a mam. She's been saying how they've been missing having a pet since they had the cat put down.
Sorry, you don't get it. If you buy that for someone, you don't get it.
Yeah, but they're not bothered where they're going.
Yes,
as long
they
as they're
do.
getting
Of
the
course
money.
they don't. They don't deliver them. It's not like they're in a warehouse wondering, people thinking, I hope people buy this. They're going to put them out there. They're.
But at the end of the day, 50 quid's 50 quid, and they're not bothered. If they're
Right.
sending an alpaca to Africa,
Yeah.
and I'm saying, can you get one to London? To them, that is less hassle.
Right. Carl, that's not how it works. You can't just go and say, oh, I'll have one of them.
They're not bothered. It's for charity.
Carl, of course they are. You can't buy an alpaca for 20 quid. Christ almighty. Plus postage and packaging. They're big bastards.
Read about a pub that is getting some stick because they've stopped a horse going in. It's been the horses regular for ages, but there's been some new owners who've taken over the pub, and they said they're serving fresh food and don't want a horse in there anymore.
Oh, God. We've got to publish this diary.
There's some dynamite stuff in
We've
here.
got to publish the diary. I mean, this is never mind, peeps. Can't we put this out next year or something with a special CD?
know.
I
It
just,
is
it's
extraordinary.
amazing. You can't keep this from the world, Carl.
I met Suzanne after she finished work, and we went for a brew in another cafe.
God, Jesus.
It's always having a brew in a calf.
It's like a sitcom.
It is. Suzanne said I look tired and fed up. I think it's because I ain't been sleeping.
Or the Madeira cake. We don't know. Always been going to every news agency in London, looking at gay magazines.
She taught me some way to breathe that will relax me. I wasn't feeling that relaxed though, because the person behind the counter was banging about making a coffee. Noise stresses me out. I wonder if less deaf people die of stress than people with working ears do.
Oh, it's the theories. It's the
It is such a
fairies.
noisy world, though, isn't it?
It is. London is noisy, very noisy.
I think just everywhere, just noise in general. They were
Yeah.
saying how like every noise has been used at least 5 times or something.
What do you mean?
Because there's only so many noises in the world.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there's only so many
What
noises.
do you mean every noise has been used 5 times? I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means.
Because
I don't know. I've no idea. Every noise once has been used at least 5 times.
there's only so many noises. It's like a piano, isn't there? There's only so many notes.
Yeah.
And there's only so many noises.
Right.
But because there's so much stuff, the same noises are being used again.
I don't know what that means.
By whom? Who's reusing the noise?
By whatever.
So a
you'll have-
woodpecker when it's woodpecking.
Yeah. Some birds make noises that would sound like a Ford Escort, just because there's only so many noises that people can use.
What is he talking about?
Noises are a byproduct. Outside an instrument,
Yeah.
noises are a byproduct. A machine, they don't go, watch me make this noise, make this machine. It makes the noise it makes when it's doing
But
something.
why does it make that noise? Why not pick another noise?
They don't pick the
Well, who's
noise.
picking the noise?
The printing press makes the noise because it's the sound of the thing
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
the printing-
a hammer makes that noise because that's what it does. No one's going, oh, can we make this make a different noise? No, it's a byproduct.
I know. So there's only so many noises.
I don't know what you mean.
You said the byproduct is because of something that's happening, right?
But it's
Yeah.
the physical action, isn't it? And the way that impacts on the surrounding air. That's what how noises are manufactured. It's not a choice.
When Stevenson's rocket came and I went, I went, can you make it go? It's that's the noise it made.
I know, but then, say like a new frog comes out.
Oh, what do you mean a new frog comes out?
They find a new type of frog,
Right.
it makes a noise, and
Yeah.
they'll go, yeah, I knew it was going to sound like that.
What are you talking
Because
about?
there's only so many noises. No animal comes out and makes like a weird noise, and you go, I've never heard that noise before. They go, oh, that sounds like a chicken, or it sounds like a Ford Escort, or there's only so many
what frog
noises.
sounds like a Ford Escort?
Well,
No,
there
but there'll be
can't be
some
many
animal.
because you've used Ford Escort twice as an analogy here. So you're running out of noises. You've come up with chicken and Escort so far.
I can't
But
explain
the problem
it.
is, a Ford Escort sounds a bit like an Austin Allegro. So
I
don't
know, yeah. And a chicken, you're ripping off the turkey, you cunt.
But the one that was really good was about a kid who gets a dog, right? But it's quite an old dog,
This is going to be an episode of the Waltons, isn't it? And
Right.
go on.
and he's playing with the dog and that, but it starts getting a bit old. It's about 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, it's rubbish, this dog. So,
I would love that one for kids. I would love that. Tommy went, oh, Mummy, my dad's, oh no, kill it then. Kill it then. Shall I? Yeah, just throw it in the lake. I'll get you another one. Do you want a Nintendo? Yeah. Kick the rabbit to death then. Or no food for you.
Oh, forget
Brilliant.
it. No, come on,
Jump. Van Halen. On XFM 104.9. Right, come on and Karl, we've got a lot to fit in now. We've insulted a lot of people. Only about 25 minutes to go. We've got monkey news, we've got rockbusters. Have we got a cheeky figure of the week this week?
could cram it in, see how we do.
Do we want to hear the end of Karl's story?
Yeah, what's
I really
so
want to hear the end
the
of your
kid,
story.
little Timmy and his 15-year-old dog Lucky got a bit bored with it.
Right, so he said, oh, Mum, you know, this dog's rubbish and that, I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
So she goes,
How old were you when your mum was telling you this story?
don't know, about 4.
Okay.
It wasn't last week on holiday.
No, right.
So she goes, oh, alright then, we'll get you another one.
Yeah.
She goes, brilliant.
What did you do with the old one?
Just kept it, but didn't sort of play with it or anything.
Just ostracised it into the
Yeah.
left of its own free will, or curled up and died.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So,
What
so
did you get him? What sort of dog?
I think it was a little baby, like Labrador.
Puppy.
Little puppy, yeah.
Yeah, Labrador.
Right.
Good one. Good choice for a second dog.
So,
Yeah.
so
I'm
anyway,
loving this story.
It's a great
I am actually
story.
loving this story.
So,
Where does he live?
I don't know, it didn't matter. It was near a lake.
Well, that's where they're getting rid of all the
Yeah.
songs. Sure.
Yeah.
We're getting, that'll make sense in a minute, right? So, so he's got a little dog, he's playing around with it, he's playing with its belly and stuff, he's thinking this is brilliant, best dog I've ever had, right? And the other dog sat in the corner looking all fed up, right? So,
I like this story.
so he says to his mum, right, I'm taking, little puppy down the park.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, take the old one with you. And he goes, oh, do we have to?
It's immoral, isn't it? I bet the old one saves him.
So he goes, oh, do we have to? She goes, yeah, it still needs a walk and that. It's crapping all over the house, right?
Yeah.
So takes it down the park, right? And he's playing around, and he's playing near the lake, right?
Is the puppy near the lake, Carl? Because this is what's worrying me.
Yeah.
Puppy's near the lake, right? That jumps in.
Yeah.
The kid goes, oh God, he jumps in. Remembers he can't swim,
Yeah, idiot.
right?
This kid is based on you, isn't it?
Almost certainly.
Flapping about. Water's going everywhere. He's going, oh God. And he wants the puppy to help him, but the puppy's just like drowning as well.
Yeah.
The old dog comes up, drags them both out. He goes, I can't believe it. You know, I said I was fed up with you.
Yeah.
You saved my life.
Yeah.
He gets home, and he says to his mum,
Kill the
"Get
little
rid of
one.
the puppy."
Kill the puppy.
Yeah. So it's good little.
What does he say when he gets home?
He said, I don't need the puppy now. I'm
Brilliant. Brilliant. Genius.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, so the moral of that story
Well,
is just
they-
follow your whims.
They just, yeah. If you get bored and get another puppy.
Get another dog.
If you get bored with the old one again, to do it again. I mean,
Yeah.
just eventually, get something
Yeah,
that you
learn your
like for a
dogs,
little.
who cares?
Yeah. That's brilliant. That is a brilliant story, though.
Right, so that's that. Rockbusters.
Yes.
I don't want you to have monkey news right now, because
Oh,
we've just
okay.
had a little story there.
Sure.
You don't want to, don't want to go too far. Yeah, go on.
So we'll get Rockbusters out of the way. Have we got a winner?
Yeah, come on then. See, it worries me that we've had very few entries. I think that even your mental fans aren't getting these, which is really worrying. They must be terrible clues this week.
Alright, well,
Has anyone got them right, Steve?
I think there's just one guy, yeah, who I suspect has won in the past.
Well,
There we are.
so what?
right, the first one. If you go out of France by boat, you might as well buy your fags when you're on that, because you'll get them a lot cheaper.
Brilliant.
Right?
Yeah.
BF.
Yeah.
Buy it ferry. Right? That's like,
What?
buy on ferry.
What?
Buy on
What's Brian
ferry.
Ferry? What's that? Is that a band?
What?
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Brian Ferry,
Brian Ferry? What's that got to do with buying on a ferry, though?
because he's quite close to it. Buy on ferry.
What?
Buy on ferry.
Sorry, what?
That's the
What's your
first one.
first language?
The second one.
That's rubbish. That doesn't count.
No,
Brian
it's not.
Brian Ferry.
Brian Ferry, buy on ferry.
There's this little foreign cafe. It's growing its own steak. That's Delamitri. The third one.
What? Sorry, what? What is that? What is that? Delamitri.
Deli is a little foreign cafe.
Yeah?
A meat tree and that.
A meat tree! A meat tree! What were the initials for that?
Just D for that.
Just D for that?
Yeah.
So not DA?
So you didn't even give him a chance to get the group.
Oh, they got it.
Well,
No, they didn't. Right, it's the end. Go on, right. Go on.
Deli meat tree?
Deli meat tree. One word. D. Or any letter.
They're growing their own meat.
M's in it. Go on. Okay, so Bayern, I love Bayern Ferry. And
Can I just point out, Rick?
Oxymusic was brilliant.
Can I just-
I love Oxymusic. Go on.
Can I just point out, Rick, that we've had
David Bowie?
Deli meat tree.
Yeah.
I don't see why necessarily Aidan, who emailed in, why he doesn't get to win, because he emailed in dire steaks. Seems to me just as valid, as far as I can tell, but Deli meat tree it is.
And the last one, if there was a Jamaican fella on the Titanic,
I'm looking forward to this. With a little bit of fear.
Jamaican fella, if he was on the Titanic, he probably would have screamed this.
Yeah.
That's Christ de Berg.
Oh! I don't know what to do. Stunning.
So who's the winner?
I'm not going to give it to anyone. I just don't... I
Sorry,
think-
what's the Jamaican bit got to do with it?
It's the D. Just Christ de Berg.
Say it again.
No, I think they've worked it out now.
What to say it again?
Christ de Berg.
And who's that?
What?
Who's that?
Who's what?
Who's Christ de Berg?
Chris de Berg. Who's the winner, Steve?
Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Ames because he just treated you with nothing but contempt. Steve Martin emailed in again. He got the first two, and then the last one he just emailed. I neither know nor care about this answer. I'm tempted to give him.
Do you know what you've done there, don't you?
Go on.
You've put the nail in the coffin of Rockbusters. I warned you for 3 weeks, and you sort of bucked your ideas up for a little while. But Christ did
Those are the worst you've ever done.
The worst ever. Delimitri. So and didn't it just put D, and then Bayern Ferry. Bayern Ferry. Bayern Ferry.
So, is that it then? Aren't we doing it
Play
anymore?
record.
Aren't we doing it anymore?
I'm ashamed.
You're an idiot.
Are we doing it anymore?
I'm just going to keep saying you're an idiot.
Play a
Are we
record.
doing
Carl,
it
have
anymore?
you learnt nothing from Dr. Fox?
Yeah.
That's not a Sony out the window.
Huh?
Aren't we doing it anymore?
What, you need to start working on it now, because they're so good. You need to start working now for next Saturday.
Aren't we doing it anymore?
Just, I don't know. Cardigans. You're the Storm on XFM 104.9. Well, nearly the end of the show, but we wouldn't, we wouldn't let them down, would we? You know what it is now, don't you?
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Alright. Now, whilst I was in Cornwall, I wasn't online. I didn't have the internet, so it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And I didn't come back till yesterday. And I thought, is there loads going on that I don't know about in the monkey world and stuff? I was hoping to get some from the zoo that I was meant to be going to. Of course, that didn't happen. So I said to my dad, do you know anything about monkeys? Or have you got any stories with monkeys?
Brilliant. This is what Trevor McDonald does.
Turned out,
Quarter to 10, he goes, got nothing. Dad, anything happened? You got anything politics? Anything politics, Dad?
this isn't monkey news, I'm just giving you this free.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Turned out one of his mates used to have a chimp.
Right.
What do you mean one of his mates used to have a chimp?
Well, two of his mates. Mind you,
Oh,
one
sorry,
wasn't
yeah,
his mate, one wasn't his mate.
I was thinking it sounds a bit far-fetched living in Manchester, like. But if there was two of them...
He had a chimp, had to thump it in the head.
For doing what? Answering back?
Oh, God!
Tried it on with his wife.
I just thump it in the head for trying it on with his wife! I love it. It's a proper fist fight in a pub in Manchester. Oh.
I'd call him up, but he's one of them who, like, swears all the time.
Oh.
I mean, it'd be good to get him on and just
Let's interview him. Can we not interview him pre-record? We can bleep out the swear, and I'd love to hear his
do a
story.
lot of work, that.
Yeah, well, we're not scared of work,
No,
are
I
we,
mean,
Steve?
I'll
You
get
know.
myself if you can't be bothered.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
I'll
so...
have a word, I'll sort it out.
Yeah, try and sort that out next
we
week.
sort that out, yeah.
Well, don't
yeah.
tell us the rest of the story then. Let's let him say it in his own
No,
words.
but there was another one as well. Some
When you
fella-
say you can get him on, but he swears a lot, you mean the monkey? I'm assuming he's more coherent than your dad's mate.
But there's him, and there's some other fella who he knows who had a funny name. I'll have to find out, 'cause you'll love his name. But he was a drag artist.
Yeah.
And, I think he said my dad went round one day, I don't know why, right? Went around there, knocked on the door, chimpanzeed.
Carl, I don't know what you're doing, mate. I don't know where this place you live. Next door, there's an horse in the front room. There's chimps
Mad,
running
mate.
round.
It's mad. Anyway,
Chimpanzee!
Is that it? Is that the end of the story? There's a chimpanzee in the door, and that's the end.
You sure it wasn't a drag artist before he shaved?
no,
Sure, it wasn't your gran.
Because I like the really airy ones that decide they can be female impersonators. Yeah, your gran.
Anyway.
Go on then. This is the monkey news. So you got that for free. What's this going to be like,
Well, let's
Steve?
have more jingles.
Okay. Oh, chimpanzee that!
Monkey news extra.
Okay.
Right, another phrase. We've been talking about phrases today.
Yeah, we have,
Don't teach your
yeah.
granny when she's shaving.
Yeah.
Don't teach your granny to suck eggs.
Yeah.
Don't look a horse in the mouth.
Yeah. Don't let the chin pass the jaw if you're tucking your cock in.
Familiar with the phrase monkey business?
No, never heard that one before, Carl. That's brilliant.
Right, well, it came about. This has been emailed in and I haven't really had a chance to look at it, so I'm just weighing it up now. Yeah.
This is big shambles on air, isn't it? Really?
Oh, I'm ashamed of it.
I mean, what was Dr. Fox? Dr. Fox must have been really polite. He must have been thinking, I don't know how to put this. He must have wanted to scream and go, you shouldn't be in the radio authority.
My parents listen online. I can't look them in the eye.
Right, I think I've weighed it up. Long time ago, right?
Yeah.
In the
Olden days, yeah.
in
Go
the Amazon jungle,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Little family of monkeys in there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Having a good life, right? Didn't have any predators in there, right? So they were loving it.
Yeah.
They had a load of food around them. They had loads of banana trees,
Yeah.
right?
No, I don't think so.
No, they did.
Sorry, yeah.
Everything's going great, so they're happy in that. They go to bed,
Okay.
wake up in the morning, load of bananas gone.
Ooh, hang on, interesting.
Hold on, wait a minute.
So
Either your dad's been around, or...
This isn't the great Amazon banana robbery, is it?
So anyway, turns out it was another load of monkeys from another part of the island, from the rough bit.
From the rough bit, I love it! They went into a middle class area.
Oh, the ones with the earrings and the leather jackets.
Oh, that is brilliant! From a rough part of the island.
So the monkeys thought, well, there's no point getting into a fight with them because they're harder than we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, and they carry chains.
So
I love all this conjecture.
Conflict knives and
This
tattoos.
Yeah, go on.
so basically, they said, let's do some business with the bananas.
Let's do some business with the bananas.
Shit! This is...
What are you talking about?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Right, calm down, we haven't got much time left.
Oh, God! What do you mean they said...
Forget it.
No, don't forget it! Carl, do not press
Seriously.
that! Switch the record off. Switch the record off.
Christ.
Switch the record off, Carl.
What are you talking about? What do they do? Oh.
Let's do business with the bananas.
Yeah.
So they said, well, rather than them coming robbing them, we'll flog them. So that put a stop to it then. The monkeys came. They didn't have money. He said, give us some bananas. And it says here...
So what, they exchange bananas for bananas?
For berries and nuts. So that's where the phrase monkey business
No, it's
comes from. A little business
No.
they set up.
Right, there, God. That's the end of that as well. So that's the end. That is a shame. That's the end of Rockbusters and Monkey News. Well done. You've done it in one show. Well, where's the darkness? They believe in a thing called love. Carl, do you? This is XFM 104.9. That is my favourite band at the moment.
You love them?
I absolutely love them. I think they're funny. I think they're straight down the line with a little bit of tongue-in-cheek. Ah, brilliant. Did you see them on Jules Holland
I
last
didn't,
night?
sadly, no.
Brilliant.
Were they good?
Yeah, absolutely jumped. Oh, I mean, Jules didn't know what to do.
was he playing some Boogie Woogie?
They wouldn't let him play Boogie Woogie over their
Blimey.
song. That's what I mean. That's why he stayed back. But
I can't imagine it was very good.
he shook the.
I'm surprised you say they were good. It was Jules wasn't thinking
I mean,
they were Irish.
I thought, hold on, this is missing something.
Yeah.
This is missing someone from Squeeze vamping over them.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
they did well without him.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Well,
Here we are
good luck
then.
to
We're
them.
back. XFM 104.9. Carl had to leave early last week, but you can stay to the end this week, mate. Or
Yeah.
You don't need another holiday.
Oh, he started already.
I mean, you
Steve's
know.
made you look like a bit of a twat already, and it's
No.
only 1:05.
But the only reason you don't go on holiday is because you have to spend money.
Oh, and he's gone straight back.
Well.
He's gone straight back.
I can't come back to that.
Oh,
It's just dynamite. It's just absolute. That was
Although the
searing
last
and cut to
holiday,
the chase.
last holiday Steve had, he sort of found a third world country so he could live like a king for a week. It was Cuba, wasn't it?
Going to Cuba, amazing. You can almost rule the place. If it weren't for Castro, I'd have been in charge. Kind of cash I was flashing around. They do anything for $1 over there. It's extraordinary, literally. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
Definitely, and I went to Kenya before that.
So he thought to the prostitute, said no. You were going.
Yeah, well, it was $2. I mean, I'm not made of money.
Do you have a good holiday, Carl?
Yeah, it was alright. It's alright. Went down to Cornwall.
Now,
Tell
you're
you
going
what,
to the
there's
monkey
a lot of
sanctuary.
people down there, Steve.
Well, don't look at me, I'm not from Cornwall.
Well, you're from that sort of area.
Well, not really, but never mind.
Genetically, he means.
Right.
They're weird.
Well, you must have slotted right in.
What are they weird? What do they look like?
Just all sort of odd people. A lot of old people, but not just old, sort of messed up old.
What do you mean messed up old? It's just you can't just say that. There's
There was a woman with a funny neck.
Okay, we're more way with it funny.
What does she have a funny neck? If you were writing an essay, you wouldn't say there was this woman with a funny neck. How would you describe it?
She sort of had her head like pointed down all the time. Like,
Don't do it. This is radio.
no, but just for you, I don't like that. Talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah, okay, right. So, brilliant.
I don't know. I was saying to Suzanne, what happened, you know. What do you think?
Because Suzanne knows everything. That's the good thing about her being with you. You just ask her, what happened to her? And Suzanne goes, Karl, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been here before.
Suzanne, your girlfriend, or mummy as you call her.
Oh, sparks are flying.
I got a little bit of chocolate. Can you just lick a tissue and wipe it off?
Oh,
Well, she said it might have been like, because back in the olden days they carried stuff on the...
the olden
What
days.
do you mean the olden days?
This woman was probably what, 50?
No, she looked about 70.
Yeah.
But like I do on Cheeky Freak of the Week, right, I always turn it round and we get like something good out
Something
of it.
positive, yeah.
I said to Suzanne, I bet she finds a lot of money.
Yeah!
Always staring at the ground, yeah.
Oh,
It was always-
dear.
it was always
Oh,
good.
so, you're
Maybe
back?
she just had new shoes and she was admiring them.
Yeah.
Did you think of that? Before you point the finger and judge?
Mm.
Or a necklace was too heavy.
Exactly.
So, you're back refreshed. So, what have we got for this week? Have we sort of, because we didn't meet last night, which is, we usually meet
No,
sort of
I
like,
called you and said it'd be good if we could, you know, I wasn't getting back into London.
Well, I was up
until
for it, I was up for it,
7:30,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but we all need to be there. It's not
Yeah.
just me and you being there.
yeah, so, yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right that I wasn't there yet because I wasn't willing to just be governed by your particular schedule. You want to jet back in from another of your holidays
Right, it wasn't a
at
holiday.
8 o'clock.
Wasn't a holiday though.
Well, so what? You
What
were
do you
out
mean?
of town.
What do you mean it wasn't a holiday? What was it?
It was a treat, wasn't it, from my mum and dad? So it wasn't a holiday.
What, so you didn't enjoy the 5 days off? You'd rather have been here moaning 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day?
You see, we said last week that you're always whinging. Here you are whinging now.
I'm not
And you're
moaning.
saying it's not even a holiday. You're saying it's not even a holiday. What was it then?
Would like a nurse who take sick children to Florida, would they say having a great holiday?
Sorry, what particular ailment did your parents have for the week that they had to fly in Karl Pilkington, MD?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, alright, it was a holiday.
Well then, good. Now some honesty, now some truth.
So you came back from your holiday, you wanted to start back to work straight away, Steve couldn't be bothered to meet. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So we've got nothing prepared for this.
Well, you can rely on Rockbusters. Right, that's
We've
coming
got
up.
nothing.
Monkey News.
Even though you were away, you were still working.
Still doing stuff.
Did you go to the Monkey Sanctuary?
I'll tell you about that.
Tell us
later.
about it.
Play a record.
Alright. Do you want Smashing Pumpkins?
Smashing Pumpkins. That's what
Yeah,
old classic
yeah.
from them. Cherub Rock.
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins, Cherub Rock. That, of course, Rick, is available on their greatest hits.
Brilliant.
If you want.
I mean, that's how I rock. So
Yeah.
I know they. I'm very much the shape of a cherub as well.
Well, indeed. Indeed.
Naked with a couple of
And a rosy big arse.
and a trumpet.
Yeah.
Do they have trumpets?
I don't know. I've just had an email here. Monkey News
Yeah.
from a listener.
Yeah.
Monkey spotted holidaying in Cornwall. A chimp was spotted holidaying in Cornwall last week after befriending a family of 3. One onlooker said, "It was incredible. He dressed and behaved exactly like a human being. He even settled the hotel bill at the end of their stay. The only telltale sign was his lack of table manners and the incoherent babble when he opened his mouth." There we are. So,
Well, what do you think of that, Karl?
that's the listeners, Karl. That's Joanne.
Amusing, articulate, accurate. She remembered
Accurate.
exactly who's there and everything, setting in the bill. It's all there. So I mean, even though people think that you're slightly simian, slightly less than human on the evolutionary ladder, they do listen to you. So I mean, I don't know who's more stupid in the end, you or the listeners.
Well, you may recall, Rick, at the end of last week when Karl had to shoot off early, we issued a little request
Yeah.
for listeners just to bombard Karl's email with just pointless emails that really weren't about anything, just to clog up his email for when he returned.
Yeah.
Rick, they sent them all to us.
Brilliant.
I mean, that's the kind of listeners that we've got. We've got reams here on our email of just junk.
I mean, it's like a Marx Brothers plot, isn't it? I mean, just
ludicrous.
listen.
Listen to what we say.
I got one, about a shaved cat. Well, that's not pointless. I'll be reading that later.
Oh, you're loving it, yeah.
I'm happy.
That'll keep you going for a couple of weeks.
I'll be reading that later.
Did you get to the Monkey Sanctuary? Because this was the big thing. You were going into Cornwall, you were going to visit the Monkey Sanctuary. I've never seen someone more excited. You had 2 days put aside for the Monkey Sanctuary.
I know.
How did it go, Monkey World?
We were on our way, right? I found like a little, in the little cottage that we had, right? It's like a little folder, you know, with little leaflets in saying if you're into mountains, you want to go here.
Yeah.
If you're into castles and that. Little
Castle
monkey
World.
on the leaflet, right? So I thought I'll be needing that. Took that out, made sure that's safe and
Yeah.
that, right? We get in the car, getting ready to go. My dad says, "Where is it?" I look on the back. It's in a place called Low or something like that, right? So, we're on our way. Can't believe me luck. It's going to be a great day and all that.
Yeah.
And then, start looking at the leaflet, right? And, noticed didn't have any chimps there.
Yeah, it's not Monkey World.
It wasn't a monkey world.
Well, what was it called then?
Something like,
Monkey Town.
yeah, it was just, it had like woolly monkeys in it. That's what
It
it
had
was.
what?
Woolly monkeys.
What are woolly monkeys?
Those things Johnny Vegas off the advert.
Right.
Loads of them. They're dumped now since ITV Digital
Yeah.
went under, so they just put them in a cage.
I don't
They're
understand.
woolly. They're like they're sort of like little fluffy little baboon type things. Woolly monkeys. I mean, it's not your chimp.
Right.
It's not your classic chimpanzee.
So did the car screech to a halt?
It was like,
Yeah.
it was like the mission in Armageddon. I just said abort. We're on the way back.
So how far had you got before you bothered to read the leaflet?
Probably about 5 miles away
Right.
from where we were.
So what did you do with yourself? You must have been distraught.
we
Well,
went
they
to,
broke down and then they heard banjo music.
No, we went to a, sort of an amusement place.
Arcade.
I'd love to see you in that. What with putting those coins in, so it has to roll down and they go flat, and then an arm pushes
It
them.
was one of them.
Really?
But
I
I've worked
spent
out
years on that when I was little.
Well, there's a new one. I can't be bothered explaining it, but it's a con. We went to this place, right? My mum and dad had been there before, and they
Yeah.
said, you'll love it. It's brilliant. It's got like a war bit in it.
A war bit, right?
Yeah, like, because they know I'm into tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll be loving that.
So, sorry, I didn't know you were into tanks.
No.
Well, they're alright.
Brilliant. It's gone from one of his childhood passions to they're alright.
I know, yeah. Go on.
And, but it was awful. I mean, my mum and dad had been there before, and he said, no, you'll love it, but
Yeah.
it was like a really miserable day.
Sure.
Right? All the rides and that were broke.
Yeah.
Broke!
It just reminds you of Manchester.
My dad just ended up, he was more interested, there was a really fat family there.
Well, presumably he was breaking into the machines, trying to scoop off the cash.
I like the fact that those poor fat family were going, why are those people looking at us?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to ride one?
No, but
We're not a ride.
they were massive, and he just like, look at the state of that. The whole family.
Yeah.
Just, fat.
Bloaters, yeah.
All right.
No, but because fat, there's no need for it, is there? And he was really like, oh god. And then he wanted to follow them into the House of Mirrors to see what they look like. But my mum had got bored. She went off to buy a little Snow White figure. She couldn't believe her luck. It was only $2.99.
Yeah.
She thought it was going to be really expensive.
Sure,
So she bought
classy
one of them.
lady.
So she enjoyed that. And then my dad says, come on, we're going. It's rubbish, this.
What, the fat family wouldn't let him play with them?
So, he just said on the way home, he said, I can safely say that I never want to go there again before I die. So, that was that. And then we went home.
Why would he ever give you that information? In case it was like a secret birthday present. You go, oh god, what if they get me a trip to here? Or if he's in a coma and you go, I'll tell you what, bring him out of it.
That fat couple
yeah.
by his bedside.
I was in the supermarket recently, just walking past the condoms on the way to the pornography, and I thought, it's worth perhaps, getting a stocking, in
Get a
case-
stocking?
No, getting some condoms.
What, to put over your head? You're not still doing that, are you?
No, I thought it was worth getting some condoms in, it's Christmas party season, and you never know when you're going to run out of balloons. and I was weird because the condoms in the supermarket are contained in a kind of in a plastic cage, so it makes it all the more embarrassing buying them. Because I took them off the thing and I was trying to open it, sort of because I thought that they would you had to open it,
Try it on.
Exactly.
In case it doesn't fit,
Exactly.
bring it back.
Yeah,
Bring it back, yeah.
and I was
Do you
trying-
do alterations? Yeah, we do, yes. £5.
And so I'm trying to open this thing, and this guy who works there, sort of with his middle-aged guy who works there, goes, you have to take that to the checkout, so you can't open that yourself. And I was just because I don't know, I still find it very embarrassing, dealing with any of that sort of prophylactics and things. The novelty of that is still very embarrassing to me, and so I just left it. I thought, forget it, I'm not gonna take these to the counter, because you never know. It's like if you get served by a woman, it's still a bit embarrassing, particularly if that's all you're buying. Because she knows what you're up to. You're going to fill him up with water and throw him at students. And anyway, the reason I mention this is because it reminded me of the conversation we've all enjoyed in the past, Rick, about when Karl bought for his girlfriend for Christmas. Was it a
2-pack?
A 2-pack of
what was it?
condoms?
Wasn't it about buy one get one free?
Yeah.
It was a bumper family pack, wasn't it? Not a family, obviously. That'd be weird.
Yeah, a family pack of condoms. One for the kids. Enjoy yourselves. So that was a couple of years ago, Karl. The famous condom gate. Have you bucked your ideas up since then?
Not really. They were the early days.
Do you mean the early days? You'd been going out with her for about 8 years, hadn't you?
Yeah, but I just think that as time goes on, you don't sort of buy each other as many presents.
Sorry, that was a bumper year, was it? That was a hell of a. She went. Oh, I remember when you used to buy me stuff like condoms. It's gone downhill since then.
Well, no, she
your
didn't know
presents.
she was getting them. What I mean is, there's less.
Of course,
surprises.
she didn't.
That's what I mean, though. It was sort of interesting to when I gave them her and said, "There you go, open them." She was not expecting that. And as time goes on...
No, she was probably expecting a piece of jewellery or a holiday in Paris.
It's more difficult, is what I mean, to surprise someone, innit, over time.
No. But the surprise thing is meant to always be a good surprise.
Yeah, but don't... If you always get something good... It's like the 3 wise men. What did they get the second year for little baby Jesus? Do you know what I mean? Once he's had that gold, it's like... Oh, I've sort of made it hard work for myself there. I've got to get him something better than that now. So it's best to give him the myrrh.
And next year, get him the gold.
Step it up a bit or whatever.
But don't you understand... Because I don't want to criticise you because you're a lovely man, but having read the diary and read much of this diary, one of the things I notice is the complete lack of romanticism. The number of times Susanna says, book us a lovely meal out, take me out tonight, and you always write like it's a massive chore, like it's a headache for you. Oh no, I've got to spend a romantic night out with my girlfriend.
Because it's the same reason I don't like... Christmas and stuff is the expectations. I prefer it. If I want to take Suzanne out, I prefer to meet her at the bus stop and she comes back from work and go, you want to go out?
But you don't do that.
No, I do now and again. But it's that thing of, oh, we'll go out tonight, I want to leave it to you, book a place, It builds it up too much and it can never live up to it. It's like how you know how like people make a big thing out of, you know, having it away for the first time. And they go, oh, I'm going to do that tonight. Not the way to do anything. You won't get anything done by planning.
That's a quote! That's an amazing quote! That'll be up there with Newton and Churchill. You don't get anything done by planning.
No, but like
that's
I've
amazing.
Said, like I've said
but you can't just spring it on someone. You have to at least ask her, you up for it tonight?
Just see how it goes. That's what I'm saying about Christmas. I might not be in the mood for it on December 25th. For Christmas, having turkey and everything. That's what I mean. About, you know, in the last podcast, stuff coming round every year. Don't plan it. If you fancy a Christmas, have it. If you don't, just carry on. It'd be nice to live in a world like that. They say, you know, it's a world of freedom or something now. It isn't.
No, I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know who says
you just
that.
make up things they say.
They say, like, you know, today's world is a free world or something. Someone said something along them lines when it isn't. Everyone's still being told what to do, when to do it. Christmas is a big thing, isn't it, that we all have to go through. And it's stressful. It's not a happy time.
You're such a miserable sod. You really are.
No, but Christmas is it's a big upheaval. It is out of all of those special days that go on, Christmas is the one that's...
What are you doing with your time? It's the question we return to again and again.
No, but
read it. You're visiting your parents. You're hiring a car. You're going down the calf. It's not like you're taking your work away. You're doing some important neuroscience work, and we've had to take you away from that for 3 days.
No, but what
you're not doing anything of any value, Karl.
But what I might want to do, but I can't because the shops are shut because they want to go off and celebrate Christmas. You know, it's an upheaval. Easter's all right. It comes and goes. Do you want an egg? Not really. Don't have one then. You're not forced an egg.
You're not forced an egg.
I like Easter, and everyone can afford an egg. There's no one being left out. Whereas Christmas, everyone like goes back to the family and they have a big meal and all that. And there's a lot of poor people out there who can't do that. So it's more of a, if you're going to talk about religion and, you know, the religious sort of occasions, Easter's one that I'd keep. If you plan everything, you probably won't do it in the end. Whereas...
Again, that as a soundbite is gobbledygook, isn't it?
No, what I mean is, say like...
Go on.
holidays, when you know they're coming, you never enjoy them as much as one when it's surprised on you.
Who surprises someone with a holiday unless you win it on a game show?
How can you go, bloody hell, I'm on holiday?
Suzanne did it with me. She sorted it all out and booked me time off work without me knowing.
Oh, that's a lovely romantic gift.
Yeah, and I went along with it and we had a great little holiday.
Yeah, so maybe you should do something like that. Fair.
No, she wouldn't like it as much, and I won't pick the right place, and I know she won't like it.
You are one of these people that washes up badly, so you'll never be asked again, aren't you?
No, that's my job. That's the only job I do.
Yeah, well, it was a...
But to be honest, that's doing me head in at the moment, because I've outgrown the sink.
He talks about himself like a crab. Oh, God. Gotta get a new sink for Karl. Why? He's outgrown it.
No, just
he's 33 now and his knees around his head. Oh, he can't bath in that anymore.
No, just my back's been playing up a bit, and I think it's because of the height of the sink.
But hold on, you haven't grown.
I think I have.
Well, you haven't. No, you haven't grown at 33.
Well, it's definitely something. It's just not very good.
Subsidence?
I don't know. I've just said to Suzanne, I said, this isn't as good as it used to be. It's not.
This isn't as good as it used to be. He's washing up. Oh. He says he's got nothing in the flat. That's why he has to do a shop every day, because he's got nothing in the flat.
It's easier that way, isn't it? You don't know what you're going to want to eat.
But that's why you get a... But you don't have a different meal every day of the year, do you? You rotate maybe a dozen meals, don't you? So you can get in enough ingredients that any time you go to the fridge and go, oh, am I going to have chicken? Or am I going to have fish today? Or maybe I'll have some pasta. I do that every day.
No,
but I always come down to one of half a dozen meals.
You've got a freezer. We haven't got a freezer, have we? We've only got a little fridge.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with nipping to the supermarket. There's nothing wrong with that.
You've got too much time on your hands, boy. It had one thing. You had to do one thing this year: promote the book.
Couldn't be bothered.
Couldn't be bothered, mate. Could not be bothered.
I haven't seen Karl an interview with him. I haven't seen him on the TV.
Oh, he was on the TV a while back on the thing called The Culture Show on BBC Two. And I'll tell you what, he was sat there, looked like a little frightened frog in a chair being interviewed. And I'll tell you what, I'm not being funny, but his head looked fucking round.
Did it look fucking
round?
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally looked like a little fucking round-headed twat.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that interview?
Not really.
Why?
Well, I met a guy, funny you should mention that, I met a guy when I was in France recently, and I met a guy, he wasn't a Frenchman, but he was over there, and he saw me, he was a bit drunk, and he came over and he went, Karl Pilkington's got a head like a fucking orange. and I high-fived him and we agreed. I thought, isn't that nice? You know, even when you're abroad, you can find someone who speaks sense.
Yeah. Have they shaved your head more?
No. It's just
Have they sort of greased it up a bit just to get a bit more reflection off it?
No, they put a lot of makeup on it. They said, do you want any makeup? And I said, not really. And that's when I was like at the back where they could have done it. And then I went and sat in the chair and there's like a live audience there. And the woman goes, no, I best do some colouring in. And it was like
she gave you a book to colour
50 people.
In?
No, she started colouring me head in. And she was like had some brown powder. She's doing my head, doing the top of it and stuff. And I was going, isn't that enough now? And everyone's looking and sort of laughing to themselves that I'm having my head coloured in. Sure, she was doodling on the top. She took longer than anyone else who she was doing. I watched like other people who were on.
Well, she's got more flesh to do. When you do usually powder someone, it stops at the forehead. Yours had to go around to the fucking back.
Yeah, but the camera wasn't at the back of my head. She was just kept going.
No,
and
but
going.
the shine for the cameras that would get in people's eyes.
They've got to be careful. Health and safety. The light will bounce off into the eyes of the audience.
Yeah.
Blind them.
Yeah, well, I wasn't happy with that anyway.
I hope that's now embedded in your brain and you can ruin a week by having to sing that constantly, irritating people in shops and everywhere you go. Miss You by the Rolling Stones.
Good track. Good track. Karl, Jonathan Ross came out of this last week, and we were talking about stuff, and Karl was mesmerised when Jonathan told a story that he was bored once in a hotel room and shaved his arse.
He shaved his arse?
Yeah.
Sure.
And Karl, you didn't stop questioning him, did you, about...
I just wondered, at what point do you sort of say, oh, this is getting on my nerves? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's way too long, tucking it in his socks or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not, I mean, it is boring in hotel rooms, because I told you before about when I was in Edinburgh, and I had nothing to do, there was nothing on the telly, and you've eaten the shortbread biscuits, and and so that's when I read the phone book to see how many...
That's when you read the phone book?
Well, to see how many Macs were in Scotland, Macintosh,
Yeah.
and it was like, 42 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I don't know if he'd already done that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he said he shaved his arse.
Now, when we say shaved his arse,
Not his cheeks, his...
Oh, all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
Did he say that?
Well, I think that...
but other than the cheek,
But then,
there's not much left.
But then we got to the fact that me and Jonathan, if we pulled our wealth, we could have shaved Karl's arse for £1,000.
Right.
And he said, yeah, for £1,000 you can shave my arse. Suzanne said, can I say this bit?
Your girlfriend said what, Karl?
She was annoyed. She said, well, I'm not allowed to go there. Why is anyone else? And of course the whole table stopped and leant in and said, what? I mean, he doesn't like me touching him there. I went, what do you mean?
This is too much information.
It was too much information.
I like the fact that you've had this conversation with her. I like the idea that she touched your arse once and you went, whoa, hands off.
Yeah.
I love you, but keep your hands away from the arse.
Do you know why he said he's talking about the most intimate part of the arse, the middle arse he's talking about, and he said, I said, why? He went, it's a bit gay, innit? I said, how can a girl touching it be a bit gay?
If it stood behind you, it could be anyone, right?
Oh God! And it seemed, I mean, you can imagine the conversations we were having, right? And it's that thing that the waitress heard something every time she came over. She heard the word, like, cock or...
Jonathan Ross saying I shaved my arse.
yeah. And, oh dear. But it was, yeah, it was a good night, wasn't it? So, it's the £1,000 now, isn't it? But presumably you give Suzanne half anyway, so everyone will be happy. You've used the arse to best effect. She's got half out of it, so she's made as much out of your arse as you have, in a sense. Me and Jonathan are happy.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's his arse on the line. So...
I know, but I mean, you know, it's just not like she's getting a bum deal.
Well,
She's getting 500, you know,
yeah.
quid.
No, I
you
understand
know.
that.
But, do you reckon?
Just thinking of some more.
Play a record!
Can I just ask, before you play a record, if we were to shave your arse, let's say we did it for charity or something, got sponsorship, how would we do it? Would we use one of those big kind of old-fashioned razors?
No, I'd use a Bic Safety. I'd just straight
And would you use a gel or a foam?
No, I first of all, yeah, I think I just, lather it up. Right,
So you lather
foam.
up his arse first?
I do the outside bits, just go straight down, big broad strokes, clean, right? Then I'd have to go in the crevices, and I'd need an assistant. I'd pop it apart, and just very gently go in there. I might even use electronic equipment, just so there was no sort of, like, nicks.
Okay.
So,
So an electric razor?
or I might wax the internal middle arse.
How did Jonathan do it? Because he did it on his own, didn't he?
I used to use mirrors. Why do I'll ask him, we'll call him later. But, I don't know.
Well, perhaps you listening have once shaved your arse, maybe during an exam or something.
Well,
what
I think, and this is conjecture, but I think he was probably there, he'd had a shower, he's shaved his face, right, I thought, well, he's naked, looks down and goes, oh, what a hairy arse. Well, hold on, I've got the razor in this hand, I've got the mirror there, you know, I'm not on stage for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There's one thing I don't like going on stage with, is a hairy arse. Bang, drink, wallop, done. On stage, thanks, see you later. See you next week. Yeah? What are you thinking, Karl?
No, it's just how hairy was it? Do you know what I mean? How hairy was it? Because I imagine, I mean, you're saying mirrors and stuff. But I mean, how old is he now? He's
42.
odd. And they say your testicles drop quite a bit once you start getting old, don't they?
Yeah.
So he's got to make sure they're out of the way. Tuck them
Yeah,
to one
but
side.
I don't think, I mean, I can speak for myself, you know, as a similar age to Jonathan, that, I mean, you know, there's millimetres in it. It's not like we tuck them in our socks in the morning. Okay. They're still in the same place. You really wouldn't know the difference. It wouldn't, if we filmed it in, you know, time-lapse camera, it wouldn't be like a bungee jump. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't be moving a lot.
Yeah.
Alright?
Do you think I told him he's a good-looking fella, Steve. Would you agree with that?
I told Jonathan that he said that he just went for it as well.
Yeah. So you've spent a lot of time picturing Jonathan's naked arse.
You'd let him give you money for arse touchery.
Yeah, whereas your girlfriend's got
no
access
chance,
to that.
and you're saying he's a good-looking man. Do you want to play a record and think about what you've done?
Interesting. 50 Cent, 21 Questions, new single from him.
Well, me and Karl got a joint favourite lyric now. I love you like a fat kid loves cake.
Yeah.
That's great, isn't it? I mean, I like it because it's funny and humorous and cheeky. You like it because it means something, don't you? It actually, you think that that's the absolute truth. If someone was to say that to you, that would be the most romantic thing they could say in it, because it's...
No, I'm just thinking that's, you know what it means. It's like the Elephant Man, right? The Elephant Man, that's what he's called. Again, you know what you're gonna get. The fat kid loves cake. You've said it all, you don't have to say any more.
I can't believe it. I'll tell you what made his day the other day.
I love it.
Jonathan Ross said The Elephant Man is one of the best films ever made.
Yeah. Endorsed by a celebrity.
I know. Well, by a film buff, really.
It is good though, isn't it?
It is a very good film, yeah.
We have got Cheeky Freak of the Week.
Oh, right.
There's
It's
been
on the
a
subject
lot
of
of stuff going on this week.
In the freak world.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's loads. I mean, stuff that we can... The one that hasn't made it.
God, this is one that hasn't made it, so we judge it on that. Go on.
There's a woman, right? Do you know how, I mean, in a way I thought Elephant Man, it was a bit tight because, you know, you sort of took him on a freak show, did a bit of a road show with him and stuff.
Yeah.
There's some woman, I think she's in India, like now, who, makes a lot of money. Because she's got 3 legs. And like 7 toes, stuff. And she was saying, people pay quite a lot of money.
Not Swiddy Patel.
It's not that much money, like, compared to here, but over there, it's like, loads of money.
Sure.
And all you do is, you go around to her house, and you pay this lot of money, and people just go, oh, look at that.
Extra leg.
Extra leg.
Right.
It's quite a lot of money, isn't it?
So she hasn't even got to go out on the road anymore, like in the old days.
No,
People come to
that's
her.
what annoyed me. It's like, well, you could get to them faster. You go and see them if they pay the money.
Sure.
Oh.
But yeah, there's...
What she could do is go in and buy a pair of shoes, right, and then nick one on the way out, because they only put one out, don't they?
Good idea.
So she could get, you know, 2, 3 for the price of 2.
Just one of the many perks of having
Just
3
one of
legs.
the benefits of having 3 legs. The other one is, I mean, keepy uppy. But she'd be good at that,
Couldn't
wouldn't
do
she?
that, she just stays at home and puts the feet up.
But anyway, that's not even Cheeky Freak of the Week.
Cheeky Freak, that's coming up later.
Coming up later.
Oh, brilliant.
Now, Rockbusters, dead in the water, isn't it? We've killed that off, have we officially?
We killed off Monkey News and Rockbusters.
Didn't I tell you that there was some sort of petition for Monkey News?
Was there? What was the
Caused
story?
a lot of, it's loads of emails and that.
You mean
saying-
you've done Monkey News? You mean you want to do Monkey News?
No, but seriously, there's uproar. And people were like, you can't get rid of Monkey News.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that.
Who sort of what?
Loads of people.
Was it monkeys? Trying to write the complete works of Shakespeare?
Did Tony Blair get a whiff of it, and he's coming
So
down
we're
like a
doing
ton of
Monkey
bricks?
News. And Rockbusters, Steve, if you've got a better competition, then we'll do yours. That's fine. Do you know what I mean? If that's what you want to do, we'll do. What did you want to do?
No, I was just wondering whether we should perhaps not do a quiz at all rather than do that piece of rubbish. Might be better to have nothing. Might be better just to have silence during that part of the show than have Rockbusters.
How
I don't
about
know.
If
We
I
should
give you
discuss it off
if I
air.
give you the clues and that, and if you think they sound rubbish, we're not doing it.
Well, I know that. I guarantee they're going to sound rubbish.